Canucks have won the Stanley Cup in year number 0. I don't believe it. They finally get it done. For the first time in franchise history, the Vancouver Canucks are Stanley Cup champions. GM Superb Man makes his first trade, acquiring Jeremy Swayman from the Boston Bruins. Medium Elites! Medium Elite, the Twin Scout did it! Oh my God! The Utah Yetis, fuck the first round pick. I'll get him in the 4th. There it is. Igor Gonchar. All right, Utah, we are back. Man, it's time for us to head into the year 0 offseason with your Utah Yeti. What a wild playoff run. The Vancouver Canucks are your Stanley Cup champions, defeating the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup final. We had the storylines of the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs screwing up the first round, although none of those players they were looking to get rid of. I mean, my God, those trade values way up there, right? And we also had ourselves a fantastic NHL entry draft. It wouldn't be GM Superb Man in his first draft without controversy. We traded away our first rounder, we traded away 3 second rounders, and we traded away 2 third rounders. But we brought in 287 overall players, a goaltender in Swayman and a defenseman in Brodin, and we also put our first rounder back to next year from the New York Islanders, and still got ourselves a medium elite player and a low elite player in Gonchar and Nabokov, right? Now, for this video, I wanted to not live stream it just because a lot of micromanaging in this video. What we have to focus on is the coaching, re-signing the players, free agency, although I don't really see us doing too much in free agency, a player here, a player there. I'll take a look at the trades, but we're going to save the live streams for fun episodes where I can interact with the fans, but the slower episodes where I got to focus on micromanaging, I'm just going to stay here with you guys and we can move forward, all right? Because sometimes during those live stream episodes, I ramble on talking to the Twitch chat a little bit too much. So here we are. We're at the re-sign stage. I asked you guys what kind of contracts we should be handing out, and it seemed like people did agree that the 4-year matching Clayton Keller window seems to be about right. And yes, it is a Stanley Cup window. We're hoping, right? 4 years. If we can get it done in the next 2 years, so be it. If not, then we have to think about maybe moving on from these players, right? So first up, Jeremy Swayman, high starter, 87 overall. So thankful that I traded for him. I haven't really had success in the past with goaltenders in the playoffs, but we do need a goaltender to get us to the playoffs, right? In our very first years, the Utah Yetis, I want to ensure that we can create a passionate fan base. And the only way you do that is by having competitive hockey right away. So Jeremy Swayman, you don't want to go long-term just yet because he's an RFA, and look at the money that he's going to be at, $13.4 million. No thank you. If he ends up becoming that good, I'll be very grateful. But for right now, 1 year, $6 million, Jeremy Swayman, I think that's good. Vejmelka can be our backup. Then we got Villalta and Korinen. We also have Thalen, fringe starter. Vinny, this guy we drafted, fringe starter. The Twitch scouts really didn't come through for us there. And then Tamlin, the 6'8"? 6'9". 6'9" goaltender. You know what would be really cool? If we could somehow develop this guy into something. So that might be like my pet project here in the AHL. So I think I might want to sign this guy right away. You know what? I'm going to sign him. All right, 6'9", the Tower of Tamlin, baby. Ryan Tower Tamlin. We'll see what he can do for us. Coronar, no, I'm going to release you. We're going to need to worry about goaltenders. We're going to need to worry about goalie injuries as well. And that's what I'm going to be filling up my roster with later on. So Villalta, yeah, at 77 overall. As long as I can get him on a cheap deal, 2 years at 1, I'll give you 2 years. I'll give you a 1 year, 2-way contract, so I can move you up and down without clearing waivers. Bang, there you go. Korinen, medium starter, 21 years of age. He's already a little bit old for only 68 overall, but you never know, he might grow. So let's give him 3 years, yeah, because I could trade this guy if it doesn't. No, let's go 2 years, just in case. Yeah, just in case. I don't want to have him locked in too long. So that's Swayman, Vejmelka, Villalta, and Korinen. And then we're going to have our AHL pet project in the Tower Tamlin. The defensive situation. So we brought in Jonas Brodin. We got 2 years with them. Perfect. Sean Durzi. Now, a lot of people saying go and sign these guys to 8-year deals. That extra little bit that we would have to hand out might stop us from making a big-time trade throughout the season or next year's draft. Not next year's draft, next year's free agency. This year's free agency, Again, I don't know what we have. I don't know what it will look like on paper. Don't know what the head coach is. But next year, that's when we can start to decide, this player simulates well. This player doesn't. This player has good chemistry based on the coach that we have. This player doesn't. We can start to make some moves and really set it up for the year 2 playoff run. So I think we can actually save some money, and I'd like to match all the windows. So I'm going to go 4 years at 5.250 for Dursey. There you go, a nice round number. And same thing with Moser. Now, it's good news that these guys want to extend. 4 years, I'm going to try 4 years at 4.750, okay? If I go up for this guy, I mean, look, you could save yourself almost $2 million by doing this. I'm going to do it. Bang. All right? You can turn that into another player. Friggin' the Leafs could have learned a few things from GM Superb, man, let me tell you. So Travis Dermott does not want an extension, 80 overall. I'm not overpaying to keep him. Goligoski we made in the trade to go through with, what was it, Minnesota. I'm going to release you. Kesselring. All right, let me take a look at this. Michael Kesselring, a beautiful name. Right-handed, right side defender, but can also play the left side. Any defenders that can play both sides, I'm in favor of. His offensive awareness, 82. His defensive awareness, 86. Serviceable player. Absolutely want to bring him back. So I go 4 years just to lock him up, but we might as well try to just... Oh, messed up there. We might as well just try to get him... So he's an RFA for another 2 years. You know what? 1 year. No, you know what? Give me 2 years, because then he'll still be an RFA. I can save a little bit of money here. 1.450. There you go. Kesselring. Valimaki. Let me take a look at this guy's individual stats. Same thing. The 82 offensive awareness, 85 defensive awareness. Decent poise as well. Definitely want to bring back Valimaki. Got to figure out all their chemistry and such. So if I sign him to a 2-year deal, he's a UFA. He walks. If I sign him to a 1-year deal, he's an RFA still. I'd rather sign him to the 1-year deal. Save a little bit of money. And like I said, figure out whether he's a piece of the puzzle or if he's expendable. So, bang. Peak, this is the contract we took on from the Boston Bruins. And yes, we are going to be tracking the Boston Bruins throughout this offseason to see how their team looks. I know a lot of people were saying, Johnny, why would they trade Swayman for a third-string defender? They needed a center. That's not my problem. The fact is, he would have not been traded, or they would have signed him, or they would have just kept him as an RFA for an entire year unsigned. And your argument about a first-line center, guess what? They got the cap space. They can go get that center in free agency, all right? They got Olmark. They got Ingram. Their defensive core, they got McAvoy, they got Carlo, they got Lindholm, they got Lohrei, and now they have Soderstrom, right? And when you think about their forward core, let me see their centers. Zaka, Coyle, Geeky. I mean, they got, I see what you mean. They could use, an 87, 88 overall center, but there was no one like that available at the draft, so you guys are acting like they could have traded Swayman for that guy. And plus, what's their cap space? Their cap space right now, if you look at it at the bottom, $19 million. They got $19 million on this team. And who do they have to sign? They got to sign JVR if they want. There's 4 or 5. They got to sign DeBrusk, 4 or 5. Shattenkirk, they can let walk. Grizzlick, 3 or 4. Heinen, they can let walk. Forbert, they can let walk. I mean, they're going to have the extra funds to go out and get that free agent. So, we'll see. We'll see if it was a good move. We'll see if I fleeced them, as you guys say. But I don't think I did. I think it was a decent trade. And also, oh, yeah, let me get this one as well. From the New York Islanders, our very first draft pick in franchise history, we traded away to the Islanders. And they got themselves, where is he? Tanner Howe. There's the guy that we could have drafted at 12th overall. Tanner Howe on the New York Islanders. So, good storyline for this universe. We can track this guy's career, see if he would have been a good Utah Yeti, or if we were right to try to move that first rounder to next season. And if the Islanders make the playoffs next season, then I didn't fleece them. It was a great move for them. If they miss the playoffs, so we're taking a little bit of a gamble there, all right? I keep on backing out. I don't mean to. Hang on a second. Okay, so we got the defenseman taken care of. We got our main defenseman taken care of. We got Peak in there where we freed up some cap space from Boston. So Brown, 30 years of age, 79 overall. I don't even need to take a look at that player. Release. Schuber, he's still signed. Kampfer, 35 years of age, 75 overall. No, thank you. All right, so here's where we get to our depth pieces. Now, I don't want to fill up the AHL with guys who are eventually going to be traded off the team anyway. So let me just see how many we got. Gotch, let me get rid of you. Release. Langlois, Langlu, whatever his damn name is. Medium top 6 to 20 years of age at 70 overall. Let me take a look at these individual stats. I like how he can play both sides. Oh my God, that defensive awareness and offensive awareness is god-awful. But he might get some growth in him, so let's sign him. 2-year? Yeah, 2-year. I don't want to go 3-year with these. 2-year deal. There you go. Who can play in the AHL? Not you. You're going to go there. Lamoureux, are you ready for the AHL? Are you still in the CHL? I don't know there. Crotty, 25 years of age, 74. Cameron Crotty. No, offensive awareness 69. I am parting ways with him. Nope, he's not going to become much. And Kolyenchuk, 74 offensive awareness, 81 defensive awareness. He might get up into the higher. I mean, you need somebody for the AHL. So, yeah, let me. Oh, you know what? This guy wants, you know what? Bye-bye. 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 I'll find other players. Like I said, defensive awareness and offensive awareness is what I'm looking for, okay? Don't need a player like that. So I got Brodin. I got Dursey. I got Moser. I got Kesselring. I got Valimaki. There's your 5. I can play Peak. He could be the 7th defenseman for a year. Remember, it's a contract that I can move on from if we need to. Schuber, Lamoureux, Langlo, and then we have the rest. Okay, so when I'm looking at the blue line, we could use one more defenseman mid-80s, like a 83 overall, 82 overall at the lowest, right? And then you could go Kesselring and Valimaki as your 5 and 6, Peak as your 7, and you're all right then. Then Schuber, Lamoureux, Langlo in the AHL. And then you could use Ustenkov. Oh, you know what? Yeah, so I want to start playing the guys we draft. If they make it to 65 overall, that's good enough for me to make it in the AHL. So Ustenkov, we're going to sign. There you go, the very first selection in Utah Yeti history. We'll see if he develops into anything. So that basically leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could use another 4 defensemen on this team. Guys who I wouldn't mind losing in waivers, you know, guys for injury purposes. Yeah, so 4 defensemen is what we need. Right wingers, Kellerman, bottom 6. What do you got here? Milos Kellerman, offensive awareness. He's a 2-way forward. Nah, nothing special there. I'm getting rid of you. Sorry, my man. Atu Ratti, is his first name Atu? Aku Ratti, there you go. I can't do anything with him, so I'll just wait on that contract. Jacob Voracek. You didn't retire? You didn't join Shea Weber, 34 years of age, 70 overall. Well, Jacob Voracek, congratulations on a great career, but I can't take you on anymore. There you go, buddy. Go enjoy the rest of your life. Left wingers, Lawson Krause locked in. Dylan Genther. Now, we're going to be able to extend Dylan Genther once we get to free agency. I'll take a look at that number. Michelli, 84. Carcone, I could just hold on to him for some depth. Leonard, let's see what we got. John Leonard, 2-way forward. Nothing spectacular there. Getting rid of him. Don't care. Don't care. McCartney. Ben McCartney, let's see. No, offensive and defensive awareness, not there. Release. I'm only taking chances on players that can grow and we can have some value. These guys are just... They're just filling the holes, man. We don't need them. I got free agency right ahead of me. I'm going to load up. So Nord, he is 65 overall, just like Ustenkov. We're going to sign him. There you go. Our 2 elite players, medium elite, Igor Gonchar, and our low elite, Boris Nabaka. Boris, yeah, we're going to track their progress over the course of the year. I'd love it if they got a big-time jump. Are they going to be busts, or are they the real deal? Only time will tell. And then the center core, Schmaltz, Cooley, Kerfoot, we got for 1 more year. If I want to move on from Kerfoot, we can, but let me see his stats. Yeah, that's serviceable. 85 offensive awareness, 86 defensive awareness. It's a serviceable player. I'm not looking to get rid of him. Bjugstad, same kind of thing. Yeah, 85 offensive awareness, 86 defensive awareness, same kind of thing. Those are basically the base that I want, 85, 85. Anyone on my team. Travis Boyd, 86 and an 84 depth piece. How much are you looking for? 1.6. You know what, Travis Boyd? I'm going to cut you. If I need to get you again in free agency, I will, but I want to save up our money here. Nate Schmidt, 4th line forward, top 6. Offensive awareness, 83. He's 25 years of age. He might get some he might have some growth to him. He's an RFA still after 1 year. He might have some growth. I'll take a shot on that. I'll take a shot on that one. Liam O'Brien, 77, 29 years of age, grinder. No, get out of here. Get out of here. There's no future there. John Jenick, drafted in the 3rd round in 2018. Not great stats. 23, medium top 9. He might grow. You need a body for the AHL. 2 years. I'll give you a 1-year deal. 1-year deal. There you go. You're still an RFA, but that's trade deadline. Or that's a trade deadline asset that I can add in. Douglas, Curtis Douglas. Let me see. Defensive awareness, offensive garbage. Jesus, what the hell? Look at this guy's checking. Aggressiveness, 94. Body checking, 94. Strength, 94. Stick checking, 92. Just because of the body checking, I might just keep this. Let's see how we can simulate. Let's see what kind of numbers he puts up. How many penalty minutes? My God. Brian Little didn't retire? He's 36? Holy shit. All right, you can go with Voracek. There you go, bud. Barron, oh God, 69 overall, bottom 6. No, thank you. Same thing with you, McGregor. No, thank you. Bao. Isamu Bao, drafted in the 6th round in 2023, a power forward. Although he's 68 overall at 20, at top 9, I can give him a shot. Yeah, I'll give this guy a shot. There you go. Landry, bottom 6, don't need ya. Release. Barkland, bottom 6, don't need ya. Release. And that is all she wrote. Yep, that is everything. So let's advance a day, see what we got here. Jeremy Swayman's coming back for 1 year, so I can look at the 9-year deal for him. We're going to have to wait till December 1st. Kesselring is back for, what is it, 2 years? Valimaki is back for 1 year. Dursey is signed for the 4-year deal. Moser is signed for the 4-year deal. Curtis Douglas, the big body checker, is back. Matthew Velada, that would be our fringe starter goaltender. Yannick, Nate Schmidt, Langlow, Tamerlan the Tower, Nord, Bao, Koronen, our starting goaltender of the future, perhaps, and Ustenkov, our very first draft pick. There you go, boys. All right, so if I sort by contracts, who do we not have signed here? Don't have Vishnevsky signed, don't have Gonchar signed, don't have Nabokov signed. That's fine. Until they get to 65 overall, they're playing in the KHL. Maxwell don't have signed, Kipke don't have signed, and Goldsmith don't have signed. Everybody else is signed. Goaltenders? Everyone is signed except for my 3 fringe starters. Don't care about them, though. They're not going to become anything. Okay, unless their potential grows, which is my next step. Coaches. We're going after coaches with A+ potential, baby. Okay, so that is everything taken care of. Let me just quickly take a look at the staff situation. In the last video, we fired everyone, including that bum on the Pacific Coast who was E. What was his name again? Good God, man. Hope he found another job. But that work ethic, it probably didn't. So we're good. So our staff is clear. We have all of our players signed, and we are ready to go into the next stage. How much cap space do we have? Hang on a second here. What the hell did I just click on? I clicked on calendar? What am I clicking on, dude? Resign phase. Just click on it. Oh, it's been a while since I played this game. So we have $13.2 million of cap space. That is beautiful. We have 19 roster spots. We have $0.9 million retained salary. So I believe that is what, Oliver Lawson Tossum's contract. So yeah, salary retained. That's probably for the next 5-6 years, right? So that's not getting off our books anytime soon. So I can retain 2 contracts. Not looking to do that just yet. Our buyout penalty is at 2.253. I don't know how many more years that's going to last. So yeah, we can definitely free up like another $3 million in the upcoming years. And we have $13 million of cap space. So that's real nice. Okay. So I don't know what I want to do yet in free agency. I know the first thing is coaches and scouts. Don't know who's going to be available. And we're going to have to really, I don't know, figure out what the lines are going to look like before I sign these players. Because I don't want to just get as high overall players as I can. Because we do want to focus on playing Genther, Cooley, and Doan maybe on the second line next year. So it's almost like I need bottom 6 players. Man. All right, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. As I said, a lot of micromanaging in this video. I'll do my best to edit it up for you guys. So just doing a double check here. Yeah, we're good. So let's head into free agency, shall we? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. Just FYI, I have updated your trade block. I do not like how the computers do that. Let me just get rid of all this crap so I don't have any trades coming in. Like I said, the micromanaging aspect of this. It could be done better, EA Sports. It could be more efficient, but we'll save that for another video. Contract limit warning. Yeah, all teams. Yeah, we're there. Bang! We are in free agency, okay? So first up, before we take a look at anything here, contracts. Let's take a look at the Boston Bruins. What did they do? What did they do? Did they sign them? Did they get rid of them? So they got $14 million of cap space. Does the Boston Bruins. They still have Allmark and they have Ingram. The defensemen. They got McAvoy, they got Carlo, they got Lindholm, they got Forbert back, Lohrei, and Soderstrom, all right? So there you go. They signed Soderstrom for a 1-year deal. So with Peak making 2.75, they saved, I mean, what, $1.75 million right there to go back at it. They have $14 million of cap space, and their forward core, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pretty good top 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, they need some depth. But they got $14 million of cap space to do that, so You guys, again, you can say what you want. I think it was a good trade for the Boston Bruins. We'll see who they end up signing. I'll give you guys a quick little glimpse to see who's available in free agency. What do we got here? Martin Netchus, oh my god. RFA, probably. Matt Duchene, 87, oh my god. And I saw some comments. How are these overalls up there? Remember, this is its own universe where we've already had a year of simulating. So perhaps Patrick Kane is a 91 now because he had a really good season with Detroit. Let's see. Detroit, he had an 88-point season, 34 goals. So obviously his number is going to skyrocket. My God. Oh, that's blame EA Sports, boys. Blame EA Sports. So RFAs, yeah, that's Natchez. I don't want that. UFAs. So you got Patrick Kane, you got Joe Pavelski, you got Matt Duchene, you got Brady Shea. There's a defenseman, 30 years of age. Same thing as a Jonas Brodin. Vladimir Tarasenko, Elias Lindholm, Steven Chandler? Yeah, Chandler Stevenson, Sean Monahan. Definitely some players that we can go out there and get. See the centers? There you go. If Boston wants to go and get Matt Duchene, they can go ahead and do it. So I don't know what I want to do just yet. Let's focus on the head coach and the scouts, all right? This is where we really got to micromanage. All right, let's get ready for this shit. Oh, man, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be brutal. All right, so head coaches, what do we got out there? So lots of A's, Smolinski forwards, Wright generalist, Thornton generalist, Booth generalist, Camilleri forwards, veterans forwards, generalist. Okay, so let's just all agree on something. We don't know what direction we want to do with the head coaches just yet because we don't know what our players are like, right? One of the things I always try to do is I always try to get a head coach with either pinch cycle, or pinch shoot. That way you can really build up the blue line. Now, there's 2 pinch cycles, but I don't know what we have just yet. Is there any pinch shoots? You got to go all down. There you go. Carol Horak, 51 years of age, forwards, no teaching, yeah. So, I don't want to take a shot on a head coach that plays specifically one way. I don't want to go for a forward head coach. I certainly don't want to go veterans, and I don't want to go defensemen. I want to be able to grow all of our players. So I am looking for a generalist head coach. So I got my eyes on Wright, Thornton, and Booth. Which one of these guys has the best teaching combined with coach influence, all right? So the top guy is an A-. Who's this guy? A+. That's the guy. Right, generalist. So basically, to give you guys a quick description, I don't know if this is true, this is what the game says. A generalist, a teaching specialty of generalist will help develop and grow all players on your team, not just forwards, not just defensemen, not just veterans, not just goaltenders. In combination with a coach's teaching attribute, this will help dictate whether or not a player can go up or down in potential. So, I'm going for a generalist, so all of our players can go up or down, and I'm getting the guy with A+ potential for teaching, all right? So he's going to only have A for offense, A+ for defense, A+, he's a great head coach. The penalty kill is a little bit weak, and the coaching influence is a great head coach, all right? $6.1 million. I don't care. What's your first name? Adam Wright. So, Utah, they're spending money, all right? They got the Arizona Coyotes to move to Utah. They hired GM Superbman, and that's a pretty penny. That ain't cheap, all right? We are spending money in this universe. To hell with the damn budget. Because I don't know if the computers follow the budget, and the budget moves around. I only have $7 million. Hell that. To hell with that. All right, so Adam Wright, we are going to pay you, my man. I will give you a 5-year deal at $8 million per. There you go. Beautiful, all right? I want this head coach, and I'm willing to empty the coffers. We have a blank check here in Utah, all right? Bang. There you go. Adam Wright. Now, we got that head coach. Now we got to find the exact same thing, a generalist for the AHL, though, okay? So, let me sort by... what do I want to sort? If I sort by teaching, it'll put all those shitty goalie. Okay, hang on. I can do this. I can figure this out. Again, micromanaging. I know it's boring. Got to figure it out, though. I'm on the job. I'm on the clock. So, A+, B-, no. Okay, so we're in the Bs. I know you can sign a B. Well, you could in the past. You can sign a B head coach to the AHL as the head coach position. A+. There it is. Generalist. There it is. And he's only 48. Oh, my God. Isaiah Angelitis, buddy. Style, physical, generalist, balanced. Oh my God, he's balanced everywhere. That would help out because it doesn't matter who you are. Angelitis can help you grow. Isaiah, I need you for the AHL. Isaiah, I'll pay you $2 million per year. I don't care. We're spending money. We are spending it all. Yes, sir. AHL head coach for 5 years. Get it done. All right, so I'm going to wait on those two guys. I don't want to sign anyone else because if they deny, then I might have to go for some. Like, I don't want to sign someone to the assistant coach position, blah, blah, blah. Scouts. All right, so now we got the scouting situation. So I got to listen to that dude who gave me the suggestions. I didn't know that region efficiency could go up. So now, because I used to get players with C just because of the A+ region efficiency. So, okay, so we got to get 20 scouts. I don't want any scouts in the NHL right now because we're not making trades for NHL players based on chemistry. We don't have our team set. So we want all international or domestic scouts. Domestic for the minors, right? So, yeah, let's just get to work. All right, so we got to get these A scouts. Chistov could play in the, or could scout in the SHL. He's an A scout, and he can go to the SHL as an A+ region efficiency. Hecht, let's see, Sophie Hecht, same thing, AHL. Not the AHL, the SHL. Jesus Christ, this commentary is being butchered. Backstrom, is that Nicholas Backstrom? Nicholas Backstrom from the AHL. Can he scout anywhere else? Not so much. The WHL he can kind of scout. So let's see here. Backstrom, is there anybody who could go to the WHL? Any better? No, they're C's. So let's get Backstrom for the WHL. Okay. All regions. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to get Backstrom for the WHL. I got to remember that. Nicholas Backstrom, I want you as a head coach for the dub. Nordic, this guy, he can go to Finland. Sivan. There you go. Ryan Reeves is a B-. Holy crap. He can go to the U.S. East. It's an A+ for the U.S. East. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, I'm going to continue to do this. This is what I mean about I can edit this stuff for you guys. I will go through the scouts, and I'll try to get 20 of them, all right? We'll jump right back. Okay, my God, micromanaging sucks. I have gone out, I have targeted the best scouts, but then also looked to fill up the rest with guys who had, or guys or girls, who had region efficiency at A+, okay? So we can keep on adding to the scout pool every year. We're going to have the best scouting system in the NHL. So we're waiting on our 20 scouts. We're waiting on our AHL and NHL head coach, all right? So, my God, all this in the backlog. Contract situation. So let's take a look at, it was Dylan Genther. Dylan Genther wants to sign an extension. Let's see how much. Oh, my God. I can go 8 years at 5. My God. Okay. Okay, let me think. Okay, so this is one of those ones where we can wait. We don't have to do it just yet. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the potential of stunting his growth because I give him a crappy contract. I don't think that's possible. I don't think the game takes their contract into account when considering what they should do in terms of growth for the preseason to the next season. I mean, that's almost too good to pass up. But we could also do the 3-year deal to save even more money. I don't know what we want to do with Dylan Genther there, so I will hold off on that one. That's something that we can do in preseason. There's not going to be too much of a change in how much he asks for. It will change over the course of the year, but even if he wants a little bit more, like $6-7 million, I feel like it's kind of, like I said, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot with that one. So what do you guys have to say about that? Kerfoot, Bjugstad, Doan, Carcone. I don't want to sign any of you guys. Valimaki, no, don't need to sign any of you. And Swayman, we got to wait till December 1st. So other than Genther, that is the only extension. I would love to go 8 years. Why not? We could save so much money. But I will hold off, and I want to wait to see what you guys have to say. It would be horrible if we stunted his growth right away. We don't want that. And free agency, okay? So I already showed you guys, who was available in free agency. Now what we want to do is we want to figure out what we want to target in free agency. So let me bring up the proposed trade screen because this is sometimes a little bit easier to see what you have. So I'm not looking at chemistry or anything like that. So goaltenders. So Tamlin's still in the CHL, so he's not even going to be eligible for the AHL just yet. So you got Thornton, I could use one more goalie. I could use like a veteran goalie who doesn't expect to play, who's like maybe mid to high 70s, just in case an injury happens. So we can get that at the end of free agency. Defenseman, we need that top 4 defenseman. So Brodin on the left, Dursey on the right or left, Moser on the right or left. Okay. So I could get any kind of defenseman here, right or left. Then Kesselring, Valimaki. So I need one nice defenseman, but it can't be a rental. It's got to be somebody mid to early 20s, maybe even late 20s is fine. If I could sign to a 4-year deal, a nice and cheap contract. All right, nothing like $7 or $8 million. No. Even though we have the cap space, I don't want to trap myself. And then forwards, let's just say we got Keller, Krause, and Schmaltz on the first line. Then you got Cooley, Genther and Michelli on the second line. So 2 playmakers with a sniper. So your top 6 is already set. Then you got Doan, Kerfoot, and Bjugstad. You know, we could even throw Kerfoot and Bjugstad down to the 4th line, and we could try to build a 3rd line for Josh Doan. Now, Josh Doan is what? A 3rd line scoring forward. So if we could find 2 other 3rd line scoring forwards, maybe a 2-way forward and a sniper for Josh Doan on the 3rd line, I think that could help out. So if we could find 2 3rd liners, a center and a left wing, and then you got Bjugstad, Carcone, and then we could find a 4th liner later. Okay. So 2 3rd liners, a defenseman, backup goalie, and a backup 4th liner. Got it. So let's see what's available. We can definitely find something here. Free agency. What do we have? Unrestricted free agent. So first the defenseman. All right. So sort by overall. All right. So there's some good ones in here. Brady Shea, that would definitely help us out, but teams interested. There's already going to be one team. Yeah, he's got the numbers. Let's see, 4 years. I could go up at 5.5. Try to get him. It would be the same thing as a Jonas Brodin. Chicago's trying to get him. That wouldn't be a bad bet. He can only play the left side. So what's the highest defenseman that can play both sides? Sean Walker. Sean Walker, right-handed, can play both sides. Oh, my God. Sean Walker's poise is already 85? Oh, that's a penalty-killing stud right there. Hang on. Let me look at all the other poise here. Shea, what's his poise? 80. 85 for DeMello. 85 for Dylan. 85 for Ekman Larson. It's like either 80 or 85. Oh, God. EA Sports. In blocks of 5 goes poise. Okay. All right, so we want to get someone good. It's got to be in this list. I'm just looking at the price tag. I'm looking at everything. 5.2 is a little bit much because if I want to reflip that, and if he drops down, not so bad. Oliver Ekman Larson, I could bring him back. No, thank you. I'm thinking honestly. I'm thinking this Walker guy because I like the fact that he can play both sides. If that gets me into trouble, and he only wants 4.3. Let me see again. Let me see his stats. Sean Watt. Let me see what he did. Advanced analytics here. Does he throw the body? He does throw the body, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. How many minutes? Only 14, so he's in like the 3rd line position. You're going to get top 4 ice time here. Plus 21, only 18 penalty minutes and 82 games played. Play with Colorado. Sean Walker. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking those stats. He's got a body check. He's a good skater. Got no pat. He doesn't really have the puck skills, and the shot accuracy is not there. But for a defense, you know what? I already talked myself into it. Sean Walker. Now, how much do you want for 4 years? It's the same thing. I'll give you a 4-year deal. I'll give you, I want to make sure I get him. I don't want another team to steal this. Yeah, I'm going to make sure I get him. 4.750. There you go. Because if I retain a little bit of that money, even if he drops to 81, which he won't because he's 29, so he's got 2 years. Yeah, this is a good deal. So Sean Walker's going to be my one top 4 defenseman that I go for. We're not going to worry about the other defensemen, so that is $5 million. We're down to $7 or $8 million now with cap space. Now I want to try to build up that 3rd line, all right? So we need a center. We need a center who can win faceoffs. Let me sort by, hang on a second. I saw one. Jack, is that Roslovic? $3.25 million. What are you? Oh, he's a 3rd line scoring forward. This is perfect. Jack Roslovic, the 2-way forward. Yep. And he's got the potential to grow with that medium. He's only 83 if I play him. Yep. Okay, so I want Roslovic. The Islanders are going after him. Hell no. I'll give you 4 years. Roslovic, I'll give you 4 years at 3.5. The Islanders are giving you a 2-year deal. They're only going to give you 3.2. I'll give you a 4-year deal. You know what? I want to make sure I get him. 3.75 is cheap. For an 83 overall, medium top 6, 27 years of age, I can get... If I play him, I think his overall can go up there. I'm going 4 years at 3.75 for Roslovic. All right? Now, that gives Josh Doan a 2-way forward. We're going to need, like, a sniper now. A sniper. So I really don't care what positions. Let me just go forwards. And let's just sort by overall and try to find the snipers. Now, this could be a veteran. This could be, but Tarasenko's like a 2nd liner. JVR, 2nd liner still. Second liner, yeah. We're going to have to go down a little bit further. I want a sniper, though. Duclair, 2nd liner. Playoff experience. Arvidsson, 3rd line scoring forward. He can play the right or left wing. And he's got defensive awareness. What kind of season did he have last year with the LA Kings? 43 points. Doesn't take penalty minutes. Probably doesn't throw the body. No, it doesn't throw the body. Only had 16 minutes time on ice. All right, so Arvidsson is my first choice right now. Let's just go down the list. Remember, I don't really need this guy to be someone that we reflip. He's 31, but I'm thinking about the production for either for both Josh Doan and also our team simulating well. I want the third line of all third line scorers. Olofsson, the left side. What is he? Third line scoring forward. I can save a little bit more money. What does his individual stats look like? Son of a bitch. What do I keep on clicking on? His poise is 82. Defensive awareness only 80. What was Arvidsson? Defensive awareness? That matters to me. That matters. Oh yeah, Arvidsson's the guy. All right, I'm spending money on Arvidsson. Arvy, come on the team. And give you a 2-year. I'll give him a 2-year, take him up to 33. Yeah, this is not, I'll give him a 2-year. That way, if I don't want to move, I can move on from him next offseason. Yeah, I'll give him a 2-year, and I'll pay you, my man, 3.5. I want to make sure I get you. All right, 2-year, 3.5. There you go. So that's the third line taken care of. That's my one defenseman I need. A backup goaltender. I can save some money if I wait on that one. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, so we just got Dylan Genther's contract we got to worry about. I'm going to wait for you guys there. We're going to simulate to the preseason in this video. Do not worry. And we got all of our scouts and our coaches to come through. All right. I don't think I'm missing anything. Let's advance the day. Let's see what we got here. Day 1, nothing. Day 2. Nicholas Backstrom, I'm willing to accept your offer. Let's go! I got Washington Capital legend Nicholas Backstrom as a freaking scout for, what was it? The QMJHL or the WHL? Thank you, Backstrom. All these scouts. I have to click this screen 20 times now if they all accept it. Only one. Yeah. Come on over to Utah. It's the mass hiring of the Utah Yetis scouting, what's it called? The scouting team. I interviewed every single one of them myself, all right? No one's going to be sitting out on a boat in the Pacific as an freaking scout doing nothing for us. All right, so the head coach and the AHL coach, still nothing. That has just been the scouts. No one has denied me. Advanced day. Adam Wright. The team's market size is exactly the type of thing I'm looking to work in, so I happily accept. Adam Wright, the development head coach, assigned 5 years, $8 million. Oh my. 5 years, what is that, 48 million? Oh my God. Oh my God. No, that's 40 million. Oh, there you go. No, that's why I'm a general manager, not a mathematician. Adam Wright, thank you very much, my man. And Isaiah Angelitis, he is also a member of the Utah Yeti organization by becoming the AHL head coach with the Tucson Roadrunners. All right, so that's perfect for us. That really is. Our scouts are coming through. There you go. There you go. There you go. I got so many to go through, man. Look at this shit. Micromanaging. How about just one screen where it shows everyone who accepted, like NBA? Oh, no, whatever. All right, so the coaching staff. So I still have to get my assistant coaches and all that, but bang. All right, so Adam Wright. Adam was his first name? Adam Wright and Isaiah Angelitis. Get those names in your head. Get those names a part of the fan art. 2 head coaches with A+ teaching. Yes! We're targeting our younger players and getting that potential going right away. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to fill out the squad. What do we want? Like, I think I just want more teaching. Yeah, let's just get some more teaching if we can. Can't get any A-minuses. It seems like B- is the best now. No, that's years wanted. Yeah, B- is the best. All right, so B- we can use to fill out the rest. So an A- forward, that'll be perfect. All right, Tate Kearns, you can help out the forwards in the NHL. I'll give you 5 years at $1 million per. There you go, is the NHL associate coach. Let's move down the list. Let's try to find somebody with an A- teaching or B+. Let's try to find the highest. There you go, A- generalist. All right, you can become the NHL assistant coach for the next 5 years. I'll pay you as well. We got deep pockets here in Utah. I don't want to lose anyone. Bang, there you go. And I'll sort by teaching. The best goalie teacher, 5.25. There you go, this guy, goalies. He's a C-. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zdenka Prokop, please join my NHL team here in Utah. You are a stud of a goaltender developer. I'll give you, yeah, there you go. $750,000 for the goalie coach in the NHL. Bang, Zdenka. Okay, now that is that taken care of. Now let us go back to the associate coaches for the AHL. Generalist with a B. There you go. I'll just get this guy signed. The AHL associate coach, 5 years. I'll give you 650. There you go. And then another guy, he had a B- generalist. AHL assistant coach, 5 years at 650 as well. All right, there you go. All right, so we'll see if those guys sign. The scouts, let's see. I have how many signed? Oh, it doesn't show me in this screen. Hang on. 19 signed. So am I still waiting on one? I don't know. I got Russia. I got Liga, SHL. I think I'm waiting on one dude. I got 4 guys in Europe. I got 3 guys in America, but Ryan Reeves is also going to America. So there's 4 guys in America. 2 in the QM, 2 in the OHL. Reeves is going to America, and Backstrom's going to the Dub. So I'm just missing out on a Nordic. I think I have one dude who is either waiting. Yeah, Nordic Chistov. The A. Yeah. Okay, so my scouts are done. Perfect. Micro-managing superb, man. Oh my god. I don't even know if you guys are keeping up with what I'm doing. Chistov is there. So my scouts are set. Sean Walker has signed. The first free agent acquisition in Utah Yeti history is Sean Walker. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Thank you, Sean. And Victor Arvidsson as well. So there's our third line. And Jack Roslovic. Nice. I really like that. All right, so we got 2 of those guys signed for 4 years in our defenseman. Hang on a second. Our defensemen, Walker and Roslovic, they have been extended 4 years. So there are 2 more assets that you can move on from. Arvidsson, I just wanted to go 2 years because he's 31. And like I said, it's short term. But adding, an 87 defenseman and an 87 goaltender at the draft. And now another 83 overall defenseman with 2 83 overall forwards. We have just bolstered this team. All right, there's your goaltender situation. There's your defensive situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could use depth defenseman now. Yeah, I could use a depth defenseman. But Walker rounds out that top 4 quite nicely. Kesselring and Valamak. I could use 1 more defender for some depth and then maybe some AHL pieces. And then the forward core, Keller, Krause, Schmaltz, Cooley, Genther, Michelli, Arvidsson, Roslovic, and Doan. And then you got Kerfoot, Bjugstad, and somebody else. Now, Kerfoot is what? A checking? Third line checking forward. Bjugstad, third line checking forward. So let's find a third line checking that can play on the 4th line for us, all right? Then you got Carcon, then I just need some depth pieces. Yeah. And I got my head coaches. All right. So we're on track here. I got $3.7 million of cap space available, so not much. So let's get some cheap players now. So first off, we needed that goaltender. I want a goalie who's like 1 point. There you go. Ranta. Fringe starter, 80 overall, 35 years of age, just a veteran presence. If we need to bring him up, if we lose him to free agency or to waivers, so be it. All right, 1.250. There you go, Ranta on the team. Defenseman, same thing. Anything that is like around the $1 million mark, all right, because it won't affect our cap. 1.2 for Butcher, 29. Now 1.2 is a little bit much. I want it really low. There were 1.1. Bernie, there you go. Bernie, 7th defenseman. Whatever. Just need a body. Just need bodies back there. Bernie, welcome to Utah. 1.2, 1.1, 31. Let me just 1.1 in the 20s. Myers, there you go. Grabbing him as well. All right. Very good. There's the depth pieces that you need. And now we need that third line checking forward. All right. So something that's cheap, though. So something that's only like 81, 82 overall. So, yeah, too expensive. 1.8. Here we go. Joshua, power forward. Third line check. Ooh, Dakota Joshua. Offensive awareness, 85. Defensive awareness, 86. Beautiful. Power forward. I could use some more power forwards in this lineup. Yakov, Trenin. These guys are like 4th line. No, I want third line checkers. So, yeah, Dakota Joshua. Welcome to the team. 4 years. I don't know how he's going to play, so let's go 2 years. The same thing with, what was his name? Arvidsson. 2 years at 1.850. So that'll take care of that. We'll wait to see which players sign. We'll see what the salary cap situation looks like. We'll see how many roster spots we have. Then we can go forward. Tate Kearns, perfect. So the NHL associate coach has decided to sign. Matthias Kuba, the NHL assistant coach, has decided to sign. Our coaching staff, and Zdenka Prokop has decided to sign. Our coaching staff, the NHL, is taken care of. Peter Duras, I want to thank you. All right, there is the AHL associate or assistant. There's the other guy, Pruka. What about the goalie? Did I get a goalie? I think I might have skipped the goalie. Hang on. Dakota Joshua has signed on our team. NT Ranta has signed on our team. Philip Myers and Tim Burney. All right, perfect. I think I missed a goaltender coach for the AHL. Yeah, I did. All right, so balanced, offensive, physical, physical. We have a nice little combination, but what I love, teaching. A+, A-, A-. A+, A+, A-, B. Ooh. And the goalie coach that I signed for the AHL is going to be A+ as well. Smolinski's still available? My God. All right, so let me just get goalies. Yeah, you. There you go. You for the AHL. AHL, goalie coach. And I'll pay you. I'll pay you. There you go. 600. Offer. Troy Emerton. Okay, so I got all those guys signed. Let us take a look at the proposed trade screen again. What are we missing on this team? I have 12 extra roster spots. We're getting down to the salary cap now, though. We're below 3. I'd like to have a little bit so I can use. Our goalie situation is good now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 capable NHL goaltenders, all right? If we have 3 injuries to our goaltenders, then we'll have to bring in Coronin. I don't think it's going to get that bad. Defensively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I can bring up Bernie. I can bring up Myers. I can bring up Schuber. Langlow. One I could use. Actually, no, I'm good for defenseman. I could use one more defenseman just for the AHL so they don't have generated players in there or just some guy that they picked up. And then forwards. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could use a defender and maybe like one more forward for each position. But cheap, I mean real cheap. Just depth AHL. So let's do it one more time, shall we? 1 defenseman and 1 position each for the forward core. So defenseman, we're going down to 1 million. All right, as low as we can go. No. 1.2 too much. There you go. 1.1. Salo, he can play the right and the left side. I don't even care about the individual stats right now. All right, bang. There you go. And then forwards. Let's try a center. 1.1. Benino, let's try to get somebody a little bit younger. Gregor, there you go. Sign you. 1 point. Oh, yeah, this might get taken. Let me give him a little bit. There you go, Gregor. Left wingers, same thing. Was that 1 million? Gurianov, only once. Oof, that's cheap. Hell yeah. I'll take Gurianov for that. And then right wingers. Let me see. 1 mil right there. It's almost like it was meant to. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boston and Washington want him? Hell no, Phil. You're coming home to Utah, all right? Phil Kessel took a year off. The Iron Man is coming back. I don't care. That's GM Superb, man. I'm making an executive decision. Phil Kessel, we need some depth. You never know. The guy might go off. Phil Kessel is a member of the Utah Yeti. Oh, it was meant to be. It totally was. Troy Emerton is our AHL goalie coach. Noah Gregor is on the team, the AHL team. Gurianov is on the team. Salo is on the team. This is nice. It's a nice lineup now. All right, so I think we're good. So an off-season with a lot of micromanaging. I know you guys want to see what the team looks like on paper. We will simulate to the preseason. We're not going to do any actual gameplay. I want to save that for when we stream. But Keller, Brodin, Dursey. Let me just sort by goalies again. Goaltenders. There you go. Swayman, Vejmelka. Defensemen, Brodin, Dursey, Moser, Walker, Kesselring, Valimaki, Peak. Nice. And then forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, you got plenty. And these guys can play in the AHL. All right, so success in the offseason. Just got to figure out what we want to do with Dylan Genther, and we have to figure out who our captains are going to be, because I don't think Arizona had a captain. I'll leave that for you guys as well. But let's take a look at what preseason looks like. So here at the captain screen, like I said, Schmaltz is an alternate, Keller is an alternate, and Dursey is an alternate. Should we name a captain this year, or should we just leave it be and see who develops into the team's captain? I will leave that with you guys, all right? So done. We are done we're done the offseason, and here we go. We are in year number 1. It's official. So I'm going to create 2 new save files. All right, just to show you guys, this is the very first time I've been here. There you go. We're going to worry about the scouts and the trading block, all that stuff later. Let us just go to edit lines. Let's move our rosters around and see what we have with our head coach, with our new head coach as well. Remember, I didn't even care about the chemistry from that head coach. It was all about how he treats the younger players. So Swayman and Vejmelka, Ranta, yep, that's good. Defensively, Brodin, Dursey, Moser, Walker, Kesselring, and Valimaki. Yeah, that's good. I want those 6 guys. And then forwards, we can send 3 forwards down. Let's send Carcone down. Let's send Kessel down. And let's send Gurrianov down, right? I want to build the team the way I saw it on paper. The depth players can come up for injuries, but I don't care if we lose them on waivers. I don't. I do not care. Okay, so best lines. What do we got here? First line, Clayton, Clutch, Keller, Works, Schmaltz, and Kraus. That's a +2. That's really good. That was my NHL line that I wanted. Genther is still an 84 with Logan Cooley. I mean, what if we move these guys around? Yeah, so Schmaltz with his X Factors is definitely helping out that first line. So Genther is still a second line forward, and same thing with Cooley, second line forward. So we want them on the second line. Who did we want on that second line with them? Not Arvidsson. Arvidsson's that third line scorer. It was Michelli, right? Yeah, Michelli. So you got yourself 2 playmakers. Or I could even go Michelli up to that first line. Michelli is what? Michelli's a third line scoring forward. Okay, I don't know what I want to do there, but I definitely want Cooley and Genther. So we can take a look at how that line simulates. And now I want Josh Stone on the third line because he's a third line scoring forward. Oh man, he really doesn't like the coach's chemistry. And then Roslovic and Arvidsson. So not great there. But they're all third line scoring forward, so maybe it'll simulate even though the chemistry is not there. If I move Doan up, I can get him a +1 on the second line. I can get him no, I can't get him a +2 there. Yeah, Doan is not liking the head coach, but that's okay. He's only an 81 overall player. We can see how he plays on that third line. And then Bjugstad, Kerfoot, and Joshua. I gotta say, it's a nice team. It's a nice team. Clayton Clutch is your best player, but you got some depth now. Genther and Cooley have developed into something. Defensively, so Brodin and Dursey. So Dursey has a what? A balanced shoot. Oh, God, I hate that one. Moser has a pinch cycle. Oh, no. This is the problem now. Balance for Brodin. So what, Brodin on the second, and then Moser and Dursey on the first, or, because Moser likes this. Then Dursey down there. Kessel, I mean, you can work with the chemistry. I don't know what you guys would want to do there. Brodin, you'd probably just want to put the best guys up top so that they play well. Maybe even Moser and Dursey on the second line so that they grow. I don't know what you guys would want to do there. And then the power play, do we want to play Cooley and Genther on the first line, or do we want to put them on the second line and protect them? Lots of different things that we can do here. AHL, let me take a look at the head coach preferred lines. Kessel's there, Carcone. Who are we not dressing? Kornin's got to get dressed. Ustenkov's got to get dressed. Langlow's got to get dressed. And Bau's got to get dressed. Now, that's okay, because we're going to bring up some of these guys as depth players for injuries. But there you go. There is the year 1 roster for your Utah Yetis, okay? So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this back and forth from the stream and from me just doing it like this. It's a good way for us to keep everybody happy. And in the next video, we're going to stream it, and we're going to jump into some gameplay. We're going to get it all the way up to the trade deadline, maybe even go all the season. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. All right, so Utah, let me know what you guys think. If you made it this far, remember, subscribe and turn on all notifications. You don't want to miss any videos going forward. I will see you guys in the next one.